Welcome to Happiness Hacking. I'm Patricia Maddalena, NLP Master, Trainer and Happiness Hacker. Over the past 13 years, I've developed a happiness hacking toolbox that you can use whenever you want to hack your own happiness. You see, from the moment of conception till the moment we die, we are conditioned, fueled by other people's beliefs, programs, dogmas, projections. We then respond sometimes in rebellion to what we hate or dislike, and sometimes we become the very things we'd vowed we'd never be. It's the seesaw of polarity. Whether we become the opposite of our conditioning or the same, we are still in response to it. That conditioning is still influencing us and our lives. But that conditioning is not you. You're separate from that. You're way more than that. Ever wonder what life would be like if you ever jumped free from that seesaw, jumped free from those past projections and labels? Who would you be? What would you do? Imagine achieving total liberation from your own conditioning and setting your soul free. So, what does being happy actually mean? Well, it's so big picture, yeah? I mean, can anyone really be happy every day? Would you even want to? Well, that's what one of my students said to me recently. They couldn't quite understand that getting your happy on was a full power, in-depth experience, and as far as I'm concerned, a human right. For me, being happy is a mixture of feelings like, well, safety and warmth and coziness, feeling content and peaceful and adventurous, feeling tingly and cutchy and schnoogly, feeling accepting and giggly and wild and joyful and fun. In Denmark, it's simply called hygge. It's whatever brings that feeling up in you. And if you haven't felt that feeling for a while, then you need to hack it. In my experience and that of thousands of my clients and students, the answer is most definitely yes. They would love to feel all of those good feelings all day, every day. And when they feel anything other than those happy related feelings, they then hack it. They view it as a signal. They view it as something to understand. They view it as something to upgrade, and they view it as something to clear. So, are you ready to find out how to release those blocks that are holding you back from living a happy life? Good. Okay, so now you may think that there are real reasons for why you haven't cracked on with your dreams and your plans, like you haven't got enough money or time or energy or information or know-how, or 101 reasons why you haven't done more of what makes you happy. Guaranteed, whatever you're experiencing right now is not new. You've most probably experienced the same kind of blocks, doubts, fears, anxieties over and over again. And you've heard yourself repeat the same script about similar situations time and time again. Well, the good news is we can use all of this to upgrade your life and get your happy on. See, it's all about connection, not control. You see, there is only one reason, and one reason only, why we keep repeating the same dysfunctional behaviour, why we keep attracting the wrong kind of people, and why we close ourselves down to love. It's the same reason that has us bouncing from counsellor to counsellor and devouring every self-help book there is. It's even responsible for that deep dissatisfaction we can feel when we have it all. This one reason, once you've addressed it, will heal and change everything. And that reason is a disconnection to self. Actually, it's a series of disconnections. Now, in psychology, they call it dissociation. A shaman would call it lost parts of your soul, and I call it the fragmented self. Now, it's a safety mechanism that keeps us safe and alive in the moment of trauma. Any event that causes shock can cause the self to retreat to a safe place. And you don't have to have suffered serious abuse for fragmentation to have occurred. Simply being born and navigating life is enough. The question is, to what degree? Now, in our society, there's a level of not coping that seems to be acceptable. Being someone who is happy and in love with their life is seldom the norm. We've come up with some amazing strategies to get through the day. The question is, do you want to be one of those people that just gets through the day? I don't. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. The best shift you can make right now is to view those feelings of anxiety, depression, loneliness, sadness, fear, pain as parts of you signalling to you in the only way they know how. I'll teach you how to listen. Really listen to those signals, to your body, and use all of that to reconnect, reunite, and reintegrate with the lost parts of your soul. This will then collapse the structure of your current life situation and experience, freeing you up to create a life that brings you happiness, of being happy inside your own body, of being happy just because. Not because of anyone or anything outside of yourself. Now, it's that true feeling of true happiness that comes from a deep connection to self. And that feeling is simply priceless. So, what's in the Happiness Hacking Toolbox? Well, the Happiness Hacker's Guide to a Happy Life Special Edition Workbook. Your journey through the life areas that you feel stuck and wish to upgrade, uncovering the limiting beliefs that are holding you back from that happy life. There's a bunch of how-to videos and mind hack audios and quantum quests that rewrite structures at a deep core level. Now, as a bonus gift, you get access to the Happiness Hacker's Guide to True Wealth e-course. That helps you make, attract, manage your money better. And that's always a good thing, eh? So, what does true wealth mean to you? Just take a moment and remember all those times you felt truly wealthy. Now, I can imagine very few of you thought about the green stuff, dosh, cash or money. Most would have thought about family, friends, good company and fine times. But to be honest, not having money to do the things that makes you feel good with the people you love is pretty crap. Having money helps us to have more of the good stuff in life. Now, I was brought up in a household where money was the primary reason for an argument. I was also raised an Irish Italian Catholic, and money was literally the root to all evil. It was somehow pious to be skint and to do stuff for free. And well, I learnt to hate it. And so I went down the hippie route, which was just as loaded when it came to money. Being spiritual and rich is not accepted. Charging for a spiritual service is not the preferred exchange. Quite frankly, that's a load of old rubbish. Imagine if the vast amount of money was in the hands of the artists, the dreamers, the planet Earth lovers. What would our world be like? Love it or hate it, it's the largest energetic exchange on the planet. And when you have it, you have a voice and more choice. Money does bring the opportunity for happiness, growth, fun, experiences, adventures, good food and fine times. But remember, money is simply a tool. So from here on in, we're going to start befriending our money monsters and telling a different story. And that goes for any bullshit beliefs you've inherited from your family line. This e-course, complete with the Abundance Quest upgrade, is an epigenetic breaker. So, in order to feel truly wealthy more of the time, we need to be courageous to accept the good into our lives, create the space and time to be able to do all those things that bring us joy, feel confident in ourselves and our abilities, know that we deserve even more of the good stuff by befriending our money monsters and dissolving past dysfunction. Now, there are some nuts and bolts that need to be in place so we can start to actively create more of the good in our lives, to give us more time and energy to do more of what we love with the people that we love in the places that we love. So now just imagine if you had more than enough money to meet all of your needs and desires. Imagine if you could earn really good money by doing exactly what you love. Imagine how you'll feel on a daily basis doing more of what makes your soul sing, what makes you feel alive. How much extra time will you have? How energized will you feel? What new experiences will you be doing? Who will you be doing them with? I'm Patricia Maddalena, NLP Master, Trainer and Happiness Coach. And my mission is to help you do more of what brings you joy, time, energy, love, excitement, adventure and happiness. Now, in order to do more of what rocks your boat, we have to befriend our money monsters and reclaim the parts of us that are holding us back using outdated modes of protection. Right, so there's stuff you need to know. The law of attraction works on 3 principles: ask, believe, receive. Now, in this happiness hacking bootcamp, we will be asking, believing, receiving our true heart's desires, and flipping any limiting beliefs we hold in any one of these 3 areas. We will be travelling down your timeline to collect the fragmented parts of yourself responsible for your current life situation, and then uploading the new positive beliefs straight into the hard drive of your mind using the ultimate mind hack rapid rewrite. Then you will learn a strategy to immediately test that your new belief structure has been accepted and is running, which means attracting and experiencing happiness in your life will happen effortlessly. You see, the law of attraction has been working perfectly for you every time, even if it seems like it isn't. Now, when I first turned on to this, it was via that famous film, The Secret. Now, me and my mate Tracy sat with our notebooks and pens and made loads of notes, and then spent our time doing exactly what we'd been told. It was an extremely disheartening process. Sometimes it worked, but for the most part it didn't. So my mission was to uncover why this wasn't working all of the time. What was I doing wrong? What was I missing? I was setting a clear intention, setting fire to it with some funky feelings, and visualising like the best visualiser ever, yet still it was inconsistent at best and not happening at all at worst. What was I missing? And then one day it clicked. I realised there was only one reason why it seemed like it wasn't working, and that was down to my programming. You see, what you believe to be in this world is what you will see. Whether you can have something, experience something, create those opportunities in life, meet that right person is only determined by your programming. The law of attraction is like electricity. You don't have to see it or understand it to appreciate the end result. We didn't create electricity and we didn't create the law of attraction. We can, however, use its power to our advantage. But it is only one universal law, of which there are several. Now, everything in this world is energy, vibrating at certain frequencies. Like attracts like, birds of a feather flock together, and you will naturally be attracted to like-minded, like-hearted people and repel the rest. So, the big question: how to become a vibrational match with your conscious dreams and desires. So if your conscious mind wants one thing, and your subconscious is programmed with the opposite, it's still possible to create what you want in life, but it will take a serious amount of willpower to do it. Internal conflict of this kind can take up an enormous amount of energy, and it is extremely hard going on your system, your immune system, stressing your body out, which in turn causes illness, which in turn makes you feel rather unhappy. So in the Happiness Hacking Bootcamp, I will teach you how to create a new empowered program that aligns the conscious and subconscious mind, which will bring about your new life experiences effortlessly. Plus, you will have access to the 6-part integration series. You see, over the years as an NLP master and trainer, I've noticed there's 6 places of disconnection that is the root cause to most unhappiness. Once you reconnect these parts, people just start living happier lives. Their ability to co-create their life grows, and bringing them more happiness than ever before. So when someone starts to love their whole body, and they start to feel comfortable inside their own skin, And they start trusting and acting on that little voice deep inside. You know the one. You know, the one that knows what's right and what's not. The one you've probably ignored before and then kicked yourself after. Well, when someone starts to express themselves adultly and voice their needs and boundaries, they really start to accept who they are, and they start to feel connected and supported by life, and that all their needs are met. Their belief in themselves and their abilities grow, and it gets stronger and stronger, and with it comes happiness, which is simply a byproduct of connection. So happiness hacking works through a set of principles and is firmly rooted in the law of attraction. But when you add the laws of the mind and some funky mind hacks, you now have a fertile soil to grow any kind of happy life you can imagine. So principle 1, ask. Be clear on what you want and ask for it. Now, lots of the time people think in the big picture. They want a new car, a bigger house, a successful job. But wanting that new car is keeping you in the vibrational match of wanting. Wanting implies you have a program running that says, I'm poor, I am not successful, I never have enough, I'm not allowed, I don't deserve. Going to move into a new house keeps you in the place of going to, and trying to get a new job just keeps you, yeah, you get it. Every time you think a thought, it ignites your emotional cortex, which fires out peptides around your body. Now, these peptides will lock and dock onto your cells, giving you an emotional hit. We then seek out new ways to get those hits. Not intentionally, but we do tune in to the people and situations most likely to give us those negative highs. We get addicted to these highs, now even if they are negative. Now, when we happiness hack, we rewrite our neural pathways to become addicted to positive highs. And so we will then seek out the people and the situations most likely to give us those positive hits. Now, each peptide vibrates at a different frequency. Positive peptides vibrate at a higher frequency to negative peptides. So to raise one's vibration, we have to flip our thoughts from the moans and groans to compliments and praise, moving from paranoia, where everyone's out to get me, to pronoia, everyone's out to help me. So asking yourself this one question every time you notice a negative train of thought will help you flip it and raise your vibration. So the question is, what would I rather have in this moment? Or what would I rather think in this moment? Or what would I rather be? How would I rather be in this moment? So the moans and groans, the criticisms and fears, every compliment, praise, optimistic opinion that whirs around your head and spills out of your mouth are your beliefs and programs, and they're stored in the hard drive of your mind. So start to take notice of them, because these are the keys to your freedom. By looking at what you don't want will lead us to what you do want. Principle 2, believe. Now, I don't mean wishful thinking. I mean the programs that are stored deep within the hard drive of your mind. Now, only when a new belief or thought about what you deserve drops down and becomes unconscious competence does it become a valid vibrating program. Before that point, it's just wishful thinking, and it will not attract anything at all. So aligning your conscious dreams and desires with your subconscious programming means effortless action. Using the ultimate mind hack, you will rewrite and rewire a new empowering neural net, a new belief structure that will support the way you view and experience your world. Reprogramming the hard drive of your mind to align with your conscious dreams and desires will bring about the happy life experience you desire. It is as simple as that. So principle 3, allow. Now, accepting and allowing it in gratefully. Now, this one ought to be easy squeezy as long as you've aligned your conscious dreams and desires with your subconscious programming, right? Oh, wrong. For me, this one was a biggie. I'd get the first two principles nailed, and then I'd get to the part where life was offering me what I wanted, and I would sabotage it. It was then I realised I had a set of programs running that wouldn't let me accept. I did an enormous amount of flipping them and uploading in this area, and now I receive gratefully. So mix the Ultimate Mind Hack with access to the Innerscape Quest audios and the bonus Abundance Quest audio and playbook, and you will be getting your happy right on and becoming a money-making, attracting and managing magnet to boot, freeing you up to have a wonderfully happy life. It truly is the online course that keeps on giving. So coming up for you is a special gift. It's an Innerscape Quest experience. So make sure you have about 20 minutes of uninterrupted time to quest. Think about a current situation that you would like to change and upgrade, something that you are stuck with and would love to upgrade. So keep this in mind as you embark on the Innerscape Quest to energetically cleanse and clear and upgrade that situation on every cellular level. Then we'll travel up your timeline about a year from now to meet your future self that is living life from its highest potential, to gather wisdom, insights and knowledge and integrate with them and their self-belief, bringing you the energy you need right now, right here. So here's some happiness hackers. This is what some happiness hackers are saying. I'm loving each and every quest. The experiences are so profound. I can't get over how upbeat I feel today. This happiness hacking has truly changed my life. That was one of the most fabulous experiences I have ever experienced. I have never felt so whole and fantastic. All that was going through my head as I finished was, I'm going for it. I'm so capable of doing everything I want. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Since working through the Happiness Hacker's Guide to Manifesting Miracles just a couple of weeks ago, I've received over £1,400 in overpaid tax and had 2 new consulting opportunities manifest. Does it work? I'd say it does. I've focused on results here because I'm a results person, but I'm also just feeling better about myself, having let go of some stuff that I've been carrying around for a good while. Get on board and enjoy the journey. I just wanted to say I have this feeling of absolute joy just lying here next to my daughter. There's none of the usual feelings of anxiety or fear, just a sense of joy in my chest. I'm feeling so empowered and grounded and centered after the session today. I'm so grateful, thank you. Crazy how much has changed from how I was earlier. The most amazing experience with my future self. I keep seeing the same place now when I go forward, so many details, but afterwards when you brought the quest to a conclusion, after I opened my eyes, I felt like I had to carry on. I could feel and see the upgrade was still happening, so I went with it. I've been left with a sense of deep acceptance, of absolute assuredness for the future. Wow, thank you. Oh my gosh, that was a biggie for me. I went to places of myself I'd forgotten about, given myself permission to love myself, revisited a time in my life that I didn't like myself and I didn't even realise that I didn't. Thank God I've realised. Thank you. I've had some amazing shifts today. I really feeling connecting with others and feeling more open than ever before. Oh, it's wondrous, Trish. I can't believe how much has changed since that last quest. I've been speaking my truth and being heard. My relationship is blossoming and I really feel safe, you know, probably for the first time in my life. Thank you so much for that. After years of desperation, living with the effects of cancer treatments and years of visiting doctors, consultants and therapists, nothing seemed to be getting better, and I was starting to believe this was how I was going to live the rest of my life, until I had an Innerscape quest with Patricia Madalena. I wasn't sure what to expect. Patricia guided me through the session and helped me to use my own energy to heal myself. The results were amazing. The process was surprising. It has changed the way I feel about myself and my particular problems. I feel like I can now go forward in my life. It is the start of a new and great beginning. Thank you, Patricia. I've never experienced anything like that before. I was actually there. I was actually back there with him. I feel like I've rescued a part of myself. Since I've worked with Trish, I've felt supported with all the tools I need to make the changes in my life that seemed so impossible before. Trish has a kind and firm approach and a huge heart. If you're sitting on the edge with Trish but feel that pull, then go for it. I am, and I have been using Trish's unique tools to support my journey to a free life, free of all the subconscious programming I inherited from little. Working with her has been like holding up a mirror to myself for the first time. Great things can only happen when working with Trish. She makes it fun and professional, opens up doors. You will get there and feel supported 100% of the way. I'm so glad I took the leap. The experiences I had with Trish were powerful and truly healing. 7 months later, I am still using the tools that Trish provided and peeling back the layers. The work I did in May shifted some big stuff. I really am a different person now, and I'm liking who I'm becoming. Inner work never stops, but with Trish, it can start. If you're feeling stuck, then Trish is a fantastic person to get you out of your rut. Start to discover who you were always meant to be and to fulfill your potential. And your potential is amazing. Whoever you are or whoever you think you are, Trish will help you find the best version of you. I cannot recommend her work highly enough. So, you have nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain. Thanks so much for spending your time with me, and I do hope to see you on the other side.